Alright, we're out here at 1029 Northwest 29th Street in Corvallis doing a sewer scope today. I'm going in through a 3-inch ABS clean out that is just behind the crawl space hatch cover at the east side of the house, right next to the gas meter. We're just in the mouth of that clean out. We're going to take a look at your sewer line. Should drop down into the cast iron pipe. There we are. And I think it's heading out towards the street, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit of a belly in that cast iron pipe, not bad. It's under the house still at this point. Yeah, it's just negligible, but a little bit. Cast iron actually looks really good for if it's original. This is in pretty good condition for its age. A little bit of root intrusion, maybe a little dirt and root intrusion at that first joint where it meets the concrete. A little bit more there. It's hard to see, the line's pretty flat right here, right before it takes that dive. But you can see a pretty good root mass coming in at that joint right there, running along the top of the pipe. So that's where it just enters the concrete at that point. That's going to be just past the foundation. Excuse me. That might be our city sewer connection at 46 feet. You can see it drops down into a line that's running past this Y. Let's take this out a little ways, but I think that's the city sewer connection. Just past that Y, there's a pretty severely offset joint where it connects into the new PVC pipe, which would be under the street. And that offset is substantial. That is most likely the city's connection, or possibly the city's connection, I should say, but that's a big offset in the pipe. And you can see it's catching debris. It has the potential to allow leakage. So I cannot get my camera up over that joint because it's offset so much. It's out at about 54 feet from the clean out. But I'm going to get my locator and see if I can find it. If it's under the street, I might not be able to locate it. And if I can't locate it, I would suggest having notifying the city, because they'll want to take a look at this from their clean out or from your clean out. They'll want to look at it and they'll want to correct this pipe more than likely. But it's pretty drastically offset, and it appears it will most likely need a correction of some kind. So I'm going to pause the video for a moment, go out, see if I can locate it, come back, and then finish the video at that point. Alright, so I'm back. I did locate this location. Pardon me. This is actually the new clean out. When you're standing out at the front of the house, right before your driveway meets the city street, there's a new section of concrete, and in the middle of that concrete approach, there's a metal sewer cap, which is another clean out for the city to use. This is that connection. So this is the newest portion. It's where they connected into your old concrete line, and it isn't done very well. It's got a pretty significant offset or sag in the pipe. Maybe after they backfilled, maybe after they poured the concrete, but it's considerable, and it's catching debris. It could be a clog risk, it could be a leak risk. So I would recommend forwarding this video to the local utility provider and or city for review to determine if this is their responsibility or if this is the homeowner's responsibility. Either way, we suggest review by a plumber for corrections as needed. We also recommend Roto-Rooter service jet or clean the sewer line to cut the roots out of the beginning of the concrete pipe so it trims those off, flushes them down, and prevents future clogs at that location. So thank you for letting us do your sewer scope. This has been Josh with Amerispec.